Hi all, and welcome to episode 31 of What Cause Inspires You. I'm Nithya Kupareddy, your host, and today I have with me Samantha Feinberg and Cindy Holubow. Alicia Gupta, my friend and fellow Humanity Rising ambassador, launched the What Cause Inspires You podcast as a way for students to share the service they are doing in their communities. We encourage youth who are making a change to improve the world to speak up about their stories and become a leader in the movement. Samantha Feinberg and Cindy Holubow are the co-founders of Balance Boxes. Balance Boxes is a youth-led nonprofit that provides low-income students with academic and enjoyable activities. Sydney Holubow is a senior at Deerfield High School who helped co-found Balance Boxes. She is passionate in giving back to her community and believes that everyone should have equal access to education. We are recording this presentation and it will be posted shortly on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music. Be sure to check out www.humanityrising.org and sign up for our email newsletter to keep updated with all the podcast links. Thank you for joining us, Samantha and Sydney. Everyone out there who's listening and myself are excited to learn more. So let's get started. The first question is, what is Balance Boxes?
So Balance Boxes is a youth-led registered 501c3 that provides students in low-income communities with academic and enjoyable activities. Each of our boxes are made with a theme to ensure that the kids like them. So we'll look at like princesses, dinosaurs, all sorts of stuff to help kindergarten through fifth graders.
I think the idea of theme is really cool. I mean, that must engage them a lot more than just like cardboard boxes. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So how have you guys gone about fundraising?
Yeah, so ways we've gone about raising money in the past has been through portion nights, and that's been through Chipotle, Menchie's. We've also done Lumalnati's, and I know other chapters that we have done Panera and Noodles and Company, Chick-fil-A. So we get a lot of money through that. We have done cookie and cheesecake sales. We just finished our cookie sale and they were blue and white for like Hanukkah, but also balance boxes because those are colors. And we've done bingo nights and GoFundMes.
Yeah, that's really cool. Those are like a lot of ways to be creative about fundraising. And I think it's awesome that you guys were able to find all those ways. Why did you choose to make your organization fully youth-led?
So we believe in the power that teens can have on the community. And given we are working with kids kindergarten through fifth grade, we're at an age where we're able to make a difference, but also still relate to the kids versus adults. And all the work that they do is great, but they are much older, so they can't relate to the current games and toys as much as someone our age could do so.
Yeah, definitely. I think that is really true. And that's also what like Humanity Rising and What Cause Inspires You. It's all about youth-led movements. And I think it's really cool that we're able to connect to our peers and be able to do all these things as teens. So what are in the boxes?
So each box is created with the designated theme, as Samantha said. This is done to ensure the boxes can be made to the child's liking, and so it's not just like a blank cardboard box. And boxes always include books, whether that be picture or chapter books, because we are giving kindergartners books and fifth graders, so we try to include both. All of them have educational games, school supplies, and then we have more educational factors. We have the theme-related toy, that could go along with princesses. That would be a Barbie. We have a lot of like microscopes for the STEM games. It's fun. Art projects. And then we also provide easy to make meal and kid-friendly snacks, since most of the kids we are serving are on the free or reduced lunch program. And then one of the unique factors about Balance Boxes is that we provide each of the families with information to register their child for free one-to-one tutoring, and that is through a virtual platform, Learn to Be, and Samantha's actually a tutor with them. And so I'm just going to say it again, Balance Boxes finds the perfect balance between enjoyable and educational activities. That's our slogan. You can find it on our website.
Yeah, I think that's really awesome. You guys were able to combine so many things into one box. And I think it's really cool that you were able to make it fun and also give snacks and give education, because sometimes at school, you just get the education, you don't get the fun. So you might not really find love for it. But I think your boxes really give them an opportunity to enjoy while educating themselves. And I think that's really cool. So how many students volunteer and where is the organization located?
So we are centralized in Illinois. We're about 20 minutes from Northwestern area, 30 minutes from the city. And we have 115 students volunteering with us currently. They represent 25 nations. And I believe at this point we are up to 5 continents. And then we are represented in 22 states in the US. We are in the process of expanding more, and we want to cover even more continents, countries, and hopefully all the states eventually.
That is amazing. That is a really big organization you have going, and I think it's amazing that you're able to do this while still a teenager too. I mean, that's a lot. So that's really awesome. How do you get the items for your boxes?
So most of our donations are in-kind donations, and that's one of the great things about balance boxes is that we technically don't need money to run. And since everyone has games and toys they don't use anymore in their house, we're able to regift these items to those in need. And especially like during COVID, people are cleaning out their houses, and that definitely gave us a very helpful start to creating our organization. And in the beginning, we contacted local newspapers to spread the word about balance boxes, which definitely helped get community members involved. And from there, we reached out to food companies and local businesses asking for in-kind donations, as well as putting around flyers in our town requesting supplies. So that way we've been able to provide kids without paying like basically nothing for like all the boxes. All of the food has been donated, which is awesome. And as we've gotten bigger, Balance Boxes has partnered with larger companies, and that's allowed us to supply all of our chapters, not just us, with supplies so we can help as many kids as possible.
I think that's really awesome. Like, you guys were able to reach out to so many organizations, and I think it's awesome that you're able to give these families these boxes without actually having them pay for it, which is super great. So what has been your greatest success?
So I would say that the greatest success that I have seen, although cliche, actually donating the boxes and seeing the kids get them, I have also loved just seeing all the partnerships we have been able to gain with companies such as Barilla and stuff I use every day or eat. And it's just really exciting to see the organization grow and just see what's going on in our community and around the world.
Yeah, I think that's a really important part of service and volunteering is connecting to your community. And I think seeing the changes that you're actually making kind of inspires you to keep going as well, which is super great. What's one challenge that you have faced?
One challenge Samantha and I have faced has been definitely managing all the chapters. Since we are producing many boxes and running this entire organization on top of that, it can be a lot to handle because I think we've made like almost about half of the balance boxes like donated to the state because of course we've been running the longest.
Mm-hmm.
And like we want to keep continuing like producing as much as we are while also growing our organization. And like ways I've been doing that is again like reaching out to food companies for our chapter and assisting other chapters with collecting donations. So we definitely wear a lot of hats. And we've been successful on managing and training all of our volunteers these past months. And we do plan on creating an executive board so we can focus on bigger balance boxes projects in the future. But yeah, it's definitely been a challenge, like overseeing everything and making sure everyone is getting everything done, and ways to help them can definitely like take time out of our day that could go to making our boxes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a lot of work, and I think it's amazing that you guys were able to get this far as like teenagers during high school, and during like COVID, it's been a lot, and I think it's amazing that you guys were able to do that. So what inspires you to continue with your nonprofit?
So I'm inspired by all the teens that choose to volunteer with us. They're all super invested and they make me want to work even harder. We all come from very different backgrounds. We are all very unique in our own ways. And it's really cool to just bring all of our ideas together and collaborate to make the best possible end product for the kids.
Yeah, and I'm inspired by all the recipients of the boxes, and I know that my actions are assisting those less fortunate. And every time I see a smile on one of our recipients' face, I know it was all worth it and that we did make a difference.
I think it's awesome that you guys are able to bring these boxes to people for such less cost and be able to really give them education and enjoyment all in one. And I think it's awesome that you guys are able to do that. Thank you so much for sharing. The boxes that you create and the thought behind them is so inspiring. I'm sure that all the listeners out there are going to be looking into ways that they can help out. You can contact and connect with Balance Boxes through Instagram, BalanceBoxesNP, email admin@balanceboxes.org, website www.balanceboxes.org, and the Facebook is Balance Boxes. We will also be attaching these contacts in our YouTube description of the podcast in case anyone has further inquiries or wants to get involved. If you have general questions about the What Cause Inspires You podcast series, are interested in applying as a student or expert speaker, or want to volunteer, email aliciagupta2020@gmail.com or info@humanityrising.org. Humanity Rising is a student-led movement to create a better world through service. If you haven't already joined the movement, you can do so at humanity.org. Humanity Rising also offers a number of service opportunities, including anti-bullying activities, which is our signature program. You can build your service resume, earn service learning hours, and most importantly, be a part of something greater than yourself and help better our world. Be sure to follow our Instagram and Facebook pages to stay updated on our scholarship opportunities, future podcasts, and events at humanity.rising and at What Cause Inspires You. Thank you all for attending, and we hope to see you again for next week's podcast.
Thank you.